Hey, good morning, friends. Mark Holmes here, my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Joe Boo Sports Report. Because of that, you guys, man, I would just be crazy. Well, actually, I was known as Crazy Mark in college, so I guess I am still kind of crazy. Man, this has been the day from hell, literally. I've already put in almost 4 hours of work today. I've got probably work until 6 or 7 o'clock tonight, but it's okay because tomorrow morning, this time, I will be almost in Dallas, and we'll be doing that live stream tomorrow night at Tailgate Tavern, 8 o'clock. Man, I am so excited I could literally bust. And this is going to be a great, great time. And I'm hoping our Cowboys can get a win. One thing I'm going to say, I'm sure we're going to get a lot of venom from people and all that. But I'm glad that the Zeke Elliott situation is done, okay? I think he was wronged by having to serve a 6-game suspension. He is literally serving the longest suspension for domestic violence of anyone. Let me say that again. A man who was not charged, convicted, or anything, and beyond a shadow of a doubt has not done anything as far as domestic violence goes, is now serving the longest sentence in the history of the NFL for domestic violence. It sucks. I believe he was wrong. I think the NFL overstepped its bounds, but it is what it is because of the collective bargaining agreement. But I'm glad to say that it's over with. And in the long run, this may be the best thing. Because the way this thing was going, the best case scenario was the NFLPA would get a kick down the road further, maybe into the off season, but your chances of winning were still slim and none. If Tom Brady, let me say again, if Tom Brady couldn't win against the NFL, Mr. 5-time Super Bowl champion Tom Brady couldn't win against the NFL, what chance do you think a Dallas Cowboy player would have had? Not a lot. And I kept saying this a long time ago. I said, look, you're not going to win. You're just going to delay the inevitable. It would have been better to have taken this at the beginning of the season and said, done with it. And after 6 weeks, he would have been back. But it is what it is at this point. With this game this weekend, the Eagles, it's really a must-win game. It's not technically a must-win, but it really is a must-win game. Because you don't want to go 5-5, and I know we've got 4 winnable games after that. But it may take 11-5 to get into the playoffs this year. It's fact. Now, some of the teams that are up there are going to be knocking each other down some and all that, but your room for error is slim and none. The worst thing could have happened is it gets kicked off to next year. We still keep having to talk about this and deal with this whole situation all off season and going into next year, and then potentially him being suspended next year. If you're going to have a season screwed up, let's just have this one screwed up. If it ends up being that we don't make the playoffs, because here's the thing. Excuse me. It's about winning Super Bowls. Anything short of that is a disappointment. And what you have to look at is the opportunities to build the team to get to that potential. This year we have 10 draft picks. 10. It's a lot of draft picks. The problem we had this year drafting is because we had such a great year, we drafted so late in the draft that really that first round pick was really more like a second round pick. If the season goes south, those picks become higher draft picks. Not just the first one, all of them. Let's say hypothetically you pick 15th as opposed to 32nd being the Super Bowl champion. 15 is a whole hell of a lot better than 32 as far as the draft goes. But then that second round pick is then only 40 is the 47th pick. You follow my logic here? That's moving all of those picks up higher. And when you have a boatload of picks like we have, that's an opportunity to go ahead and fill in all these holes. Because, guys, let's be honest. We've got some great cornerstone pieces, but we have to get a swing offensive lineman. We don't know what Tyron Smith's back's going to be like going forward. He's beginning to have a lot of nagging injuries that are affecting on the field. Sean Lee is Superman when he's out there. And he's been relatively healthy for the last 2 years going into this season. But he's getting up there as well. Jalen Smith still has a long ways to go. You got to get another linebacker or two in there. And safeties, we need a balling safety. We need a safety that puts fear in the other guys. Jeffy, love the guy, but he's not that guy. Wide receiver, love Dez, but Dez is another one that's kind of breaking down. He's not getting the separation that you need. You need a guy that can stretch the field. So you're going to have to look at wide receiver. You have to look at some of these contracts. So there's some tough decisions that are going to have to be made come the end of the season. And you want to get the biggest bang for your buck in that draft. So, get mad at me if you want. Best thing that actually happened is that finally the Zeke Elliott situation is over with. We've got this game this weekend, I believe, determines the rest of the season and the courses for it. It's going to be tough, but we'll see what we're going to see. I'm Mark Holmes. It's Cowboy Joe Boo. I got about 10 more hours worth of work to do today, or more. Pack, and then we are heading to Dallas. I'll see you guys there.